What is going on, guys? My name is Sean from the progressive metal band Devoted Fusion, and my name is also GreenDayCusack. We are experiencing nice spring weather, which means we are about to have some very hot weather, and it's really starting to get hot in here. Ooh, what in the world? I didn't expect it to be so hot right now. Oh, well, I must have been dreaming. I'm so sorry, guys, But you know what? Something better than a dream that's happening right now is we are going to listen to real dreams come into life. We got a new album to react to today. Yes, that is right, folks. For the first time in what feels like forever, or rather the second time, I don't remember, we are finally reacting to a whole album today. Yes, it's very exciting, and I absolutely love the fact that this submission that we got is from our one and only PsychCloned, who has sent me a ton of amazing songs in the past, and now he's sending me a really good album that we're about to review today. This EP that he released recently is called Horizon, and this EP that he released is his breakout EP. It's the beginning of a new chapter and the moment that he steps out from a world of instrumental storytelling into one with lyrics and voice. It is not a solo leap either. With every song on this EP, he collaborated closely with a team of amazing musicians to bring these stories to life. The sounds, emotions, the words, they're not just his, they are theirs. And with the song that we're going to react to today, called Daybreak, it is the emotional finale, the culmination of everything Horizons build towards. It's the calm after chaos, the warmth after fire. A song that does not just end the story, but it begins something brand new. With soaring melodies, vibrant rhythms, and message of inner strength and release, Daybreak is the spark that lights the way forward. It is the moment that you rise, you take a breath, and feel the warmth of a light that welcomes you, not as who you were, but who you are ready to be. And of course, with this song, he used the cast of, a majority of the cast from his previous submission that he sent me called Chrono Drift. He does have Ivan Kernick on guitar and bass, and Andrzej Heuristic on keys and synth, and Lucas Siona on drums. I do apologize if I say the names incorrectly. Please let me know if I do say that incorrectly at all. But those people are a part of this, and he also has vocalist Mickey Godino to craft the lyrics and the vocal delivery. And he also has, new to this lineup, Ivan Rodriguez on the saxophone. So he's got a wonderful, wonderful EP, and with all of these submissions he sent me, the music is fantastic, and the album artwork is even more fantastic. Now, with this being said, I did not get a chance to listen to this yet. Of course, with every reaction video, I love to listen to it first come, first serve. When that happens. So in this case, we are all listening to this for the first time, unless you've already heard it, but obviously, everyone is welcome to listen to this. Now, what we're going to do with this album is, first off, I'm going to show you the songs right here that are a part of this EP. And what we're going to do is, since Daybreak is the last song from this EP, I'm going to show you the previews of each song before it, So there's 5 songs that you're gonna hear previews of, and then the last song is what we're going to react to today. So here we go. Just to get started, we're gonna give you the first 5 songs and a short preview of each of them right now.
Let it burn through the land, awakening sparks unknown. The embers will rise, set the night into light, a beacon to guide us home. Find formation, self-awakening, celebrating who I am.
Those are previews of the first 5 songs out of 6 on the EP Horizon. And of course, you can check out PsychCloned's music through the link in the description below, and you'll be able to find more through there. But we are going to react to the final song off of this EP called Daybreak, and this should be a nice finale to finish off this EP. Really excited to hear this one. And of course, after the reaction, we are going to have a free Fiverr React chart to this as well. So we will talk more about that later. But right now, we are going to get into hearing the song Daybreak.
Daybreak, amanecer.
Now, this is something, when I was looking through the rest of the album, I was able to get a glimpse on everything before listening to this one first. I love the fact that this songwriting is just so incredible. I'll explain it later on my review, but I love the fact that he used so many different languages for everything. Like, all of the song titles, I actually couldn't even say out loud because I had no idea what any of them meant. But he uses, for like Dawnbringer, for the first song in his EP, for example, he used some lyrics in Japanese. And, he used that. The second song is French for light. The third song is German for conflagration. The fourth song is Dutch for radius. And the fifth song is Italian for refractor. I love the fact that he uses so much diversity to create such a wonderful masterpiece here. And this, I don't know exactly what language this is because I only know English. All right, chill. But anyways, it's just wonderful to see this. I love the vocalist to this as well. Because PsychCloned hasn't really used any vocals all that often from previous releases, and now all of a sudden he has vocals involved with it, and it's like a whole new picture right here. So I wonder who this vocalist is specifically for Daybreak, because this is really good. But we're gonna keep this moving here.
Shadows light has transformed all the dark. Let the fire burn. The shine's always inside.
Those guitar riffs, though. I'm only gonna stop here for a sec. It's really wonderful to see, the lyrics matching up to the song itself, and to have such an amazing set of lyric videos to this. Takes so much hard work and dedication to this, and this one specifically fits the setting. It looks like there's an angel flying, and tells you about the light of that angel. It's very fitting. I love it. Wonderful job. Love it. Absolutely love it. My friends and musician lovers, you just heard PsychCloned's new EP called Horizon. It's a 6-song EP that is available now. Links are through the description below. This EP is beyond fantastic with the songwriting that was involved. Gotta say, I was very impressed with the amount of diversity that was done to this. Like I was saying before, whole bunch of different languages that I didn't understand. I did find out after I listened to Daybreak, I was rereading some of the lyrics, and I did notice it was in Spanish. So the last one, Daybreak, did have some Spanish lyrics to it. But, you know, it's amazing with what you've been able to do with the songwriting perspective. You know, you have Japanese, French, German, Dutch, Italian, Spanish lyrics involved throughout the EP, and it's beyond incredible when you can do all of that and make it sound fantastic. Now, this EP is a bit brighter than what I normally listen to, although I will say Riffrator, which is the fifth song, is my favorite. That one did have some very heavy melodies to it, and a lot of different tempo changes, throughout that song. So I did really like Riffrator. So if you do like metal, I definitely recommend checking out Riffrator. But anyways, you know, aside from that, you know, this is really, really good. You know, you've done well with, you know, understanding the mix and how that works. You know, I really loved hearing the mix throughout the whole EP, and yeah, you know, solid work. So with that being said, though, I did also include a Fiverr React chart to this. Now, we did react to the last song of the EP called Daybreak. So here's my React chart for Daybreak, and then after this I'm going to do a separate React chart for the album. So the React chart for Daybreak, you know, this was a little heavy. You know, it's not meant to be too heavy for any of these songs besides Riffrator. But this had some very nice vibes to it. You know, I noticed, like, in the beginning of the EP, you had more saxophone involved and more like a ska feeling to it, while Daybreak is more orientated on the other instruments like the keys, the guitars and stuff like that. So I thought it was really nice. You know, you get a solid balance on the aggression. The song itself is a little more mainstream on that side, and of course, you know, obviously without needing to say it, but you know, the song construction is fantastic. The mix is outstanding. You've done a terrific job with that. And as far as the album direction is going, I will say that you had a little more technicality because of that song Riffrator, and you also blended with each song. You had different instruments, you know, that had their mainstream involvement. So that's why I put a little more technicality, and, you know, it's a bit softer because the rest of the songs are not as heavy as Riffrator. But aside from that, you know, these are the React charts that I have to it. And, you know, as always, PsychCloned, I really, really love the submissions that you sent me. This by far was fantastic. And, you know, congrats to you and your team for everything you've done to make this fantastic. And, of course, if you are in a rock or metal band and you want to submit your song to me to react to, go to the Fiverr link down below, and I will be able to help you out in the best way possible. Take care, enjoy the spring that will be summer soon, and have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.
I've been